Hey Deckers, we're less than a week away from Payday 3's official launch, and we were fortunate enough to get into the technical test and are pleased to announce that this is running pretty well on Steam Deck, although there were a few issues which we'll cover right now. First off, we got a major C++ error when we tried to run this, causing it not to run at all. However, we have got a fix, and we have a guide for how to fix this on the channel as well, in case it also comes up on the Epic Game Store version. We got fixes for both Steam and the Heroic Games launcher, but hopefully they get this fixed for when it launches fully. We were running Proton Experimental, and we are also on SteamOS 3.5 with the Cryo Utilities fixes and also the 4GB UMA. We did run this all on low with medium view distance, although I did lower that a little bit later for it to try and improve frames per second, but it didn't make a huge amount of difference. And also we put the subtitles up to the max on the 32 just to make it a little bit more readable. Unfortunately, we can't seem to change the UI size for the rest of the text at the moment, as it is a little bit small on the deck. It would be nice just to increase that a little bit. Frames per second wise though, it's absolutely fantastic, especially during the initial phase where you try not to kill everybody immediately, although most of the time somebody does something stupid, which then triggers all the alarms. So it's not normally a huge amount of time before we get into a lot of action. And then we start getting regular dips below 30 frames per second, depending on what's going on. It really does bounce all over the place between 30 and 45 frames per second. Although it does feel a little bit jumpy here and there, I would definitely call this playable. It's not the best experience, considering that this could be a bit smoother, but if you are wanting to play Payday 3 on your Steam Deck, then this is definitely going to be able to work. It's just whether you're going to have to do that C++ fix or not when they do the official launch. So we will definitely take a look when the official game launches, and we'll also take a look at the Epic Game Store version in case that's where you're also picking it up. But so far this has actually been quite a lot of fun on the Steam Deck, and the controller support is pretty good. Towards the later stages of the game it does dip a little bit more regularly under that 30, and we do stick around the 25 a little bit, especially when we get into the alleyways with lots of stuff going on. It does dip fairly often, but it doesn't feel like it too badly. So if you did turn that frames per second off and just kept everything on low, then you're going to be able to play and have a good time. It'll be interesting to see if this performance holds up on some of the other levels. We only had one heist during the technical test, so we'll definitely have to take another look when this officially launches. Let us know in the comments below if you're going to be diving into Payday 3, especially as Payday 2 was fantastic on deck as well. I'll leave you with a bit more of the gameplay here for the finish of the heist. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.